Hello everyone, just a quick one tonight, just to, because I haven't been on for a long time. We're going to do, this is the 135 on the trailer here, and it's all ready to, loaded up and ready to go. On Monday we're going to take it and get it washed and pressure washed down. My pressure wash is only a cold one, and this needs a hot washer around it to get it right. Colin and Ian were last Thursday, and they stripped all the tin work off. They beat me to it really, and I'm going to take some of that and get it sandblasted, so they'll give it a good start. The target is to get this ready for the Royal Cornwall show, and Colin's keen to do this. Now, for those that don't know Colin, he's the 87-year-old that is going to do this tractor up for me. He'll do it up and he'll take all the credit for it. As far as I'm concerned, he can say it's his tractor, and he's welcome to use it for as long as he wants. Knowing Colin though, 6 months time he'll want someone else to do it. So if we can all aspire to be like him, it'd be a good thing. Anyway, I'll just give you a very quick view of it. Hopefully I'll get some images of him washing it. He's determined he's going to wash it all down on Monday. He's got no idea what this pressure washer's like, because it's a powerful one. So I reckon he'll be stood well back with it, but we'll see. He's a tough old boy and he don't mess about. So anyway, let's have a quick look around it. So it is all strapped in, ready to go. We were going to take it off the trailer, but Colin was here this morning helping load it, and he thinks it's going to be better to leave it on there, so that's what we're going to do. In fact, Colin has grabbed the camera and watched me load this, so I'll show you what that is in a minute. See how good a cameraman he is. Right, can you see that? Yeah, right, that's on there, so you film me doing that trailer.
Right there then. There she go, boy, all ready for the big clean. Oh, bloody messes can make getting off of this. Oh, he's managed. Oh, well, we'll wait till he get off the trailer, because he'll have to fall over down there. He's gotten up there, and that's about it then. I got all the shit to do. Oh. You can't see nothing in here because of the sun, but
That's all right.
right.
I hope you paused it up so I can take the piss out of it. See?
Can't see for the sun.
This is our cameraman of the day, look.
Hey. Still working?
Hey, of course it is.
Oh, bloody hell, marvellous after I've had it in my hand.
It's be on Facebook tonight as well.
I just said, he stuck it up there, but now he leave all the shit to me.
Yep. They call that delegation. Right, I'll go and get some straps. We realised today, actually, his initials are on that number plate, but we can't think of anything to go for the last bit. So it's CWK. So I'm looking for ideas what we can put. Don't want to call him King or something like that. And I can only think of rude names really, but anyway, open to suggestions. The red steering wheel, at the moment, we can't get a new one. It definitely needs a new one. So it's a little bit of bodge. I've got a bit of, it's very uncomfortable to drive as it was. So what I've done, I've got some rubber pipe and split and put it on it, and there's some good old electrical tape there to make it good. It's made it more drivable, but I hope the new ones turn up before Royal Cornwall, which is in June, so he's got a bit of time. Anyway, that's the tractor all ready to go. Here's the bonnet. That's been taken off and ready to take out to the sandblasters. Foot plates are down there. And under that Fordson bonnet is the back wheels for the tractor. So there you go. The ones we put on it now are just borrowed for the job. We got new ones for the front, so it'll look a lot different to that when it's done. Now in here, we've got all the old tin work. That's on the pallet there. So we took it all off. The mud guards were quite ripe, so bought a new pair of mud guards for it. They're not fitting as well as I hoped they would. So we're gonna have to play around with that. But I think what we'll do is, when it's washed off, we'll just put them in place and see what it looks like. But they're just slightly different, and they certainly need to be shortened a bit. But that could be our fault. The other thing is the mixer. We got the concrete mixer off, and that's also aimed to get that on the tractor ready for the show. Rex Curtis, that runs the vintage section, he wants to see some old stuff there behind the tractors, so that's the plan. So look at my shed. You ever seen my shed look this clean? We've tidied it right up, cleaned it all out, got the mezzanine up, got all the shelving up, and this now becomes, well, it'll be a proper workshop. So we will get up with the tractors a bit, but hopefully it's going to be earning me some money again. Been having a major tidy up for the last few weeks. George's Day was last week, which I just didn't have time to do anything to get ready, but I've spent a lot of time tidying the yard up, and I've had to make some spaces. I bought some containers, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use them for yet, but I was shifting stuff out of here today. I'm going to put 3 containers in there. We looked at it, where can we put the containers? We realised that actually all we stored there was rubbish, so there'll be 3 decent containers, and they could be for tractors or spares or whatever. So that's what's destined for there. Digger's sat outside at the moment. That'll go into it's only out because we've been shifting stuff around. What else have I got to show you? Let's have a quick look at this. This is the 1490. I haven't really shown you that, but this is one I bought fairly recently. So it's David Brown 1490. It's mechanically, it's all pretty good. It looks a bit sad, but actually it's quite good. It's the cab here, if you get in the cab, wants a bit of a spring clean, but it's all there. The padding's fallen off the wings, but it only wants sticking back on. And it'll tidy up. There's a step down here wants repairing, but the cab itself is pretty sound. There's a little bit of rust here, which sorts out, but you can get those pieces, so we'll get that and weld in. The rest of the floor is pretty good. The engine itself is good. It starts, it pulls well. Missing these side panels. So if anybody's got those laid about, wouldn't mind a couple of those. I know I can buy them new, but I think they're extortionate price for a flat panel. And what I'll do, I'll just make them at a flat panel if need be. So that's the 1490. I'm going to have that roof off and the wings and the bonnet, and I'll get that sandblasted and cleaned up. I'm not going to do a lot more to it. I have got some slightly bigger back wheels, which I think it'll look better with, and I've got some bigger front ones, so they'll go on it. That'll have 900. That's it, 900 by 16s instead of 750 by 16. It just looks a bit. It's quite a big tractor really, and with those small wheels, it just doesn't look right. So that's something that's going to happen fairly soon. Over here is the Fordson Major, which I've shown you before. We were waiting for to find some bits that are weathered enough, and we got it all sorted out, everything ready to go. We were going to do the road run with it on Sunday, and the bloody water pump's gone. So there she is. That's one I won't restore. I'm just going to leave that as it is. That can have a little bit of tidy up. No hydraulics, which is in itself is quite unusual. But what is more unusual, it hasn't got a power takeoff either. So it's quite a rare beast really, but it goes really well, and I don't think it's done a lot, because if you look at the pedals for the tractor that's in its 50s, you know, there's a lot of meat left on them. So I think this was just used for pulley work and a bit of field work, towing influence around the field. But apart from that, it's quite sound. So there you are. That's that. Another little mission we've just completed is we keep our stakes on a stillage. This is for the rally, and the 3 stillages, but they're all quite heavy when they're loaded, and it means it ties a forklift up. So I've mounted the stillages onto an old trailer chassis, and then I've got to find a shed to put it in. I thought, well, why not take the shed to the trailer? So that's what we've done. So it's our stake shed, and that it can sit there. It won't live here permanently. I'll take it to the field, but we've only just finished it really. I'm hoping I can get some volunteers to put some paint on it, just make it look a bit tidier. So where are we? That's it. I think I've certainly told you enough for now anyway. So here we are, is my view. I love showing people my view. That's looking down towards Morgan Pool, all up the valley. That's Kath and PJ's sheep, or it could even be Harry's sheep. So they've had a good lamb in. They've got plenty of lambs out there, as you can see. And then we've got the view up the valley. So now we've got the builders in at the moment, so there's chaos here. You can't move for vehicles in the daytime, so this is unusual time. So all right, so that's me for now. I'll try and put some more up, but for now that's your lot. Cheers.